Hi guys, it's Kitty. We're playing a new game today. I decided to do something different today because we're playing this game called Slay the Princess, which I had seen on Steam not too long ago. That was new and stuff, and it looks pretty cool. And then I've seen one person I watch on YouTube play it a little bit, and I was like, I'm not gonna watch anymore. I'm gonna play this for myself. I wanted to play it on stream because it looked really fun and I think we'd enjoy it. Um, it is a horror game, apparently. And we're out of October, but it looks really fun. I don't want to have to wait to play it. So we'll be playing this game. And yeah, I thought it would be really fun. Apparently, there's like a lot of different endings and all kinds of different things that can happen and stuff. So it's gonna be pretty cool. So yeah, we have to go and slay this princess, I guess, and find out all the little intricacies of this. So let's just get started. I'll probably adjust where me and Jack are as we play to see if we're blocking text boxes and things like that. Hey Jack. Yeah, he's having a good time. Okay. Let's start, I guess. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ooh, princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ooh. And then, yeah, this is something I saw. There's like a lot of different options that we can pick. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world changing? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted it. Off a monarch, viva la revolution. Oh, I laughed too much. Silently continue to the cabin or turn around and leave. Okay, let's see. The end of the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay. I'm just gonna adjust myself over to the side. Whee! And then, should we put Jack up here? Yeah, we'll put Jack all the way up in the corner. There we go. Okay, but how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not gonna kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess and a lot of these are the same. Forget it, I'm not doing this. Can't someone else do it? Said that maybe I'm okay with the world ending. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Okay. I'm thinking... But how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Okay, so you're not gonna tell me why. I'm just gonna keep annoying him. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin.
Yeah.
Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? If
Mm-hmm.
you've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Okay, I see your point. That is a good point. Let's see. What should we do? What should we do? There's no point asking, can't someone else do this? I mean, he's got a point. We're on the way already. Like, he's just gonna say, like, why can't we do it? Because we're right here. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
It's all part of the job.
Okay. Well,
you make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
We're not going to go through this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
He's got a point.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
There's only one option. I guess we're going into the cabin.
The interior
also, I like
of
the
the
cursor.
cabin
It's
is
really
almost
cool.
entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So let me get this straight. I came to this cabin in order to slay a princess, but I didn't bring my own weapon? There's just a weapon here. Why didn't I bring my own weapon? I guess I'll take the blade.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
The music stopped when I picked up the blade. Spooky. Oh, and now my cursor has a little sword in it. Oh, that's so cute. I really like that.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
That seems kind of mean, but okay. I mean, she doesn't have to live here. Why is she living here? Why can't she, like, live in the castle?
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continues down the stairs. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
I'm here if you insist. Hi. Hi.
Walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Why has she only got one chain on her hand? Why isn't the other chain connected to her?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh no, this is for self-defense. What? No way. Why would you think that? Okay, yeah, you called me. I'm here to slay you. Nah, I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk, seal your nerves, and step forward. Ooh. Okay. I don't know. What should we do? I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
What if I hold the blade and we talk things out?
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'm gonna tighten my grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on
Oh, she looks so sad.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Should I?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Hey, I haven't
Probably
decided I'm
came
gonna
from
kill
this
her.
basement for a reason,
I just don't want to drop it.
And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
It's true. And you have a hand free, as I can see.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Okay.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Oh, well, she isn't bluffing. What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade. Slay the princess. Okay. Are you sure she's not
I'm
armed?
positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
True. Okay.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
But I'm scared. I'm not dropping the knife. Drop the knife. Slay the princess. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint the princess while holding on to the blade. Drop the blade. Slay the princess. Fine, then I guess we're in an impasse. Squint
You
at it.
stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
She squinted back. That's
The
great.
two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Yes, yes. I think it would be fun. Squint at the princess even harder.
Squint even harder. So does she.
At least nobody's dying right now.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Yeah, but then we can continue squinting afterwards. Ah. Oh, I can't pick anything else. Just drop the blade or slay the princess. Ah, it's only two choices now. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I'll seal my resolve. We'll try to slay her. Yeah, that's what we'll do. She did say she was dangerous, right? But, should I try and talk to her? I don't know. Coin flip. I don't know which one I want to do. Where is my randomizer? Let's decide by this. It's decided we're dropping the blade. Okay.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I don't know. I don't like how you said that, but okay.
Against your better
Hello.
judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
I like your eyes. It's very pretty.
Unarmed.
And your
We'll be
crown.
fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Yeah, I understand. Blade on floor. I remember. Hopefully I put it out of her grasp so she can't just grab it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah. It's pretty awkward. Relationship, are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
I'm just polite.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay, princess.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Yeah, but you also gave me lack of detail, narrator. You won't tell me how she's supposed to end the world. How can I trust you? You're not giving me detail. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Okay.
Again, she offers no specifics.
Neither
No
did
matter
you.
how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Yeah, and neither out of you. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Why not? She should know.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
What we're looking at here? Okay. Hey, Pika. Also, I just realized Jack is awkward in that position because of that. Maybe we put him down here and we make it smaller. But yeah, we're playing a game called Slay the Princess. We've been tasked to come down, to follow this path into the forest, into a cabin, and slay this princess. That's what we've been tasked to do. I thought this looked like a fun game, so I got it and we're playing it. Didn't do it, yeah. It's true.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, the narrator won't tell me. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping information secret from me. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them or remain silent. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do.
It's true.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
That's very true.
I believe her.
Yeah?
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Okay.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
That's true.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
That's true. I did ask narrator why we had to kill her. He said she would end the world, but he wouldn't give me details. And then he's telling me to question her because she's not giving details. And I'm like, what?
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
It's true. It's true, Hera.
So,
I'm
I
listening.
could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you?
No, we just
What can
met.
my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
It's true.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
But just because I don't know how you could do it doesn't mean you can't do it.
This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Risk?
We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Relationship, are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yes.
You know why you're here.
Okay. Should we? We've got three options. We've got slay the princess. I'm getting you out of here, examine the chains. I'm going to keep you locked away down here at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. Kill her in death and murder. Okay. Okay, Pika. We'll slay her. We'll slay the princess. Let's see what happens.
You charged the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your early suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her
She
sleeve
wasn't
and
unarmed.
catches you in the neck.
God damn it!
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
This didn't go swimmingly. Yeah, it did not go swimmingly. Oh, she kind of had a knife. I thought she had a knife. Come on. We'll finish the job.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Wait, if we're gonna die, we might as well finish the job, right?
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
I don't know, the narrator said it would be.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Razor. Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
We're back at the beginning. But we're in chapter 2.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Was like that good? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Apparently this game has multiple endings. Yeah. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? Proceed to the cabin, or turn around and leave. But I died sounds way more comical. But I died! Let's go with that one.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Ooh, Voice of the Cheater, that's a new character.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Oh, she's certainly not unarmed, narrator.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Okay. I was made for this job. I'm picking up that wording. I was made for this job? Made? Excuse me? Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? As opposed to what? Stabbing you to mild injury. See to the cabin, turn around and leave. Okay. Let's assume I'm telling the truth.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yes.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Okay.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, I mean, I did talk to her a little bit, but I did try to stab her, and she stabbed me back.
We did exactly what you said. Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare, in which case I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
Wow, narrator,
And I
wow.
believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Okay.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
Okay.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
Yeah, but maybe I can have a good time before the end, you know?
She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Okay, now we have 3 options again. Let's talk about this princess, proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave. Let's talk
Just
about
be
this
quick
princess.
about it.
Okay. We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did last time around was stab me to death. How can someone like that end the world? Who locked her in that basement? What is this place? Oh, never mind. Who locked her in this basement?
People locked her in that basement, and I
Okay.
told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods.
What
Don't
woods?
overcomplicate things.
What woods? Okay. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? That's a good point. That's a good point. Why couldn't they slay her? Why did they lock her up instead of slaying her themselves?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
I'm special?
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
But if I'm supposed to, then why didn't it work the first
Oh.
time?
I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
If anyone's special here, it's her. That was a nasty trick she pulled on us.
That's true. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? All she did last time was stab me to death. Killed each other last time around. Yeah, how can I make sure this doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Okay, so you want me to just immediately stab? Don't talk, just stab.
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
But also, all she did last time around was stab me to death. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
Okay. What aren't you
Told
telling me?
everything you need to know.
Oh, I
Going
need
into
to know.
more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Okay,
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though.
that's true.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
But there was the last
Right.
time.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Okay.
A
What should we
warning
do?
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We just go in and just stab and see what happens?
You couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
That's true.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
True. Okay, proceed into the cabin. Let's go. See what happens.
The interior of the
Oh.
cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and
That's
broken
different.
boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This is different. Conveniently placed blade. Yeah, that's what I was saying the first time we came in here. Like, if we were tasked to slay the princess, why didn't we bring our own weapon? Why is the blade in the cabin waiting for us? Like, you'd think we'd come prepared, right?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Unless it's a special blade. Say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different from last time. Approach the mirror, take the blade into the basement. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall,
That's because there isn't a mirror.
but there is.
There's a table, the blade sitting
Yep.
on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's a mirror. I specifically see a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
There is.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
I care about whether I'm being lied to. I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. You're right, it doesn't matter. Remain silent, approach the mirror. Oh. Just because this one makes me laugh, I want to see how handsome I am.
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from
But
us?
I want to see how handsome we
I'm
are,
not
hero.
lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
And this whole cabin's different than last time. Approach the mirror, take the blade. I'm gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach
Oh,
forward
look
and
at our
rub your
hand.
hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Look at that. Look at our hand. Hello.
But it was there a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Okay, this whole cabin is different from last time. Take the blade into the basement. So we were just hallucinating a mirror into existence. Okay, yeah, I guess. What should we do? Any opinions, guys? I mean, take the weapon. Okay. Okay. Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Oh. I guess I'll just enter the basement. He's not gonna tell me why it's different. He's not acknowledging it.
The door to the basement.
That's
creaks
also
open,
different.
revealing what must once have been stairs.
Look at it.
The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Rhythmic scraping of metal. That has me concerned.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
See, Cheated agrees with me.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
Yeah, but metallic scraping usually means more than just chains going against the floor, but okay.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
That's different.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Oh god. Unless she's constantly moving around, the chains are sharp. That noise is not being made. Yeah, I know, right? Oh.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Okay.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Every copy of Slay the Princess is personalized. I mean, there is a lot of different endings and things, so there's all kinds of things you can do. That's great.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Oh, if I come close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you? Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died last time? What if we... There's so many options. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time. Nobody has to die. Okay, what are you going to do if I let you out? Okay, fine, I'm coming closer to free you. You'd better not try anything. Approach the princess. Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye, turn and leave, or screw it, to slay the princess. Ooh. There's so many options. Oh, should we just go say screw it and try and slay her again, or should we talk to her with one of these options? Let's see. She might like pull something if we try to kill her now. That's true. That's true. She's clearly not chained. Yeah, I mean, this one's completely broken this time. And we don't really know if that one's actually connected to her hand or not. That's very good observations. Let's go with... There's so many. I'm just like trying to remember which one to go with. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. That hole in the roof, it does look like a hole in the roof, or some kind of window or something.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh?
I mean, everyone does it all the time. Either positive or negative judgments. Like, it's not unusual.
Silly little Birdface thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything.
Birdface?
Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
No, I think it's fine. I'm just curious about the bird face. Do I have a bird face? Is that a thing?
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
Yeah, you're right, Cheated. You are right.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
I mean, you got a point, but she stabbed us last time.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Okay, anything new down here? I'm not trusting this buy. Okay, fine. Come close to you. Not try something. No. If I come close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No! No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
I just love that voice acting. It's so good.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to not stabbing distance to help me.
Okay.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No. I have my dignity. Fine. And will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Okay, Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones.
But I'm not mad at you, so please stop standing so far out of reach.
So far out of reach. Out of reach.
I think I've said my piece at this point.
I think we all have. If you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time.
That doesn't sound like me.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen.
I don't know.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Okay, let's see, let's see, can we just talk things through, okay, what do we do? I'm kind of inclined to confront her about the knife, even though it says I'll let you out of here if you drop it. But I also don't want to lie to her about it, because, like, we're here to kill her. Right? Like, we're tasked with slaying her. What happened after you died last time?
That's funny. You're funny. I'm not dead, so I can't have died.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored now.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's...
Oh,
With a
Jesus
sudden
Christ!
burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion.
Wow.
So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
Yes, she did.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
Yeah, her wrist is still chained over there.
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance. At least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion.
Oh, she's not going to chop off... Oh.
And then
Oh,
she
yeah.
slices through her arm.
Oh, no.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace.
Oh,
Ah,
God.
shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it.
Yep.
And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief
Oh.
and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your
Okay, but when do we get out here? I know, right? Oh,
She's even better at this
no.
than she was last time. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
And with a squelch,
Okay.
she does just that.
She'll perform like 4 actions. I know! Oh my god.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, chapter 3. The arms race. Ooh. We
Got
should have
on a
just
path
stabbed her.
in the woods.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Oh.
What? The interior of the cabin is sharp.
Oh.
A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I?
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Nobody. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works. The circle's getting smaller and smaller.
Oh.
Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight. it.
Voice of the Hunter, that's another new voice.
What's the point of fighting
Oh.
if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Voice of the Broken.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
Oh, just a couple.
This is our third? No
Yep.
wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
So we're just dying, collecting alter egos as we go. I guess that's what we're doing.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Cheated is just like, I am not dealing with this bullshit again.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
Yep.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
True.
And what if we never do?
Oh,
Be like that. I know things are hard right now, but we gotta stay positive. If they're confident, then I'm confident.
Cheater's in control now. I know, he is so in control.
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to?
I mean, where is the basement? There's just a mirror.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
Narrate, there is no door. There's just a mirror.
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Ooh. Approach the mirror.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist.
It's right here.
Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Aw.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
I want to see how handsome we are. Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
And the mirror's gone.
And the mirror's gone. Surprise.
Where'd the sound go all of a sudden? My sound just vanished. It's never there, just an illusion. Hello? Me when someone asks me about what letter comes after N. Yeah. Oh. The sound started again. I don't know why it vanished there for a second. That was weird.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Okay. Voice of the mute.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on
Oh.
the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat
That
and
sounded
metallic.
bad.
An unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, princess.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Okay. This doesn't look good. I know.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
True.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Hmm.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your entire
Oh,
victory is cut
God.
short by the wet
She's got
sound
two
of
now.
slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Oh, God.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Oh, God.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're fighting her, obviously. We're going to appeal to authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. We're going to fight her. We're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. Oof. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Oh. All of these ideas suck. Think up something better. Okay. Oh god. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Any of these actually good? I don't think we have time to really think up better ones, though. Appeal to her authority? I guess.
She isn't one to talk, and we shouldn't be either.
He's right. I don't think we can talk this out. I think she wants to kill us.
Exactly. I think she established that at some point, between stabbing us to death and directly telling us just now that she was going to kill us. You were the one who asked for ideas. Fine, talk our way out of this. Maybe that's the answer.
Yeah, let's try. You know, I'm a big fan of winners, and you've got winner written all over you. How about we stop fighting and team up? I'll even let you be in charge. Look, both of us are stuck here against our will. What if we joined forces? Has anyone ever told you how good you are at stabbing things? These answers. Oh my god. Has anyone ever told you how good you are at stabbing things?
Nope, but I don't need anyone to tell me that. I know I'm good at what I do. The best, I think.
Oh, yeah, I
Princess
guess.
pauses for a moment to further ponder your ill-placed compliment.
Hey, what gives? Are you trying to get on my good side?
Yeah.
You're not bored of me stabbing you, are you?
A little. It's kind of boring. Yes, boring. That's the word. So I'm trying to get on your good side. Did it work? Yes, I'm bored if you stab me. Can you stop stabbing me now? What? Me? Fluffing you up? I'm just stating facts. Say nothing. Yeah. Fluffing you up?
And they're
Stating
good
facts.
Great facts.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, you're already on my good side.
Aw, thank you.
But that doesn't mean I'm going to not stab you. I'm having fun. Why would I stop?
Oh no.
We should coil ourselves. She's about to pounce.
Oh.
Screwed. Again. I'll see you all when we die.
Oh.
But before you can finish another thought, the princess closes the distance and dodge. Now fails to hit you.
Oh, we dodged.
Oh, you're a fast one. That's fun. But I think I can get even faster.
I'm going to be quiet for a bit now. Let me know when we die again.
You dodge and parry and dodge and parry in an endless repeating pattern.
Yes.
But you
Keep
can only
doing it.
keep it up so long before making a mistake. The pattern breaks for just long enough.
Yeah.
She skewers you.
Damn it. I was hoping we'd skewer her.
Ow.
Wow, she is absolutely uncompromising, isn't she?
Hmm.
Oh, it seems weird, but if anything, this makes me want her to like us even more.
Oh, voice of the opportunist coming in.
Oh, a new one of us.
They even pointed out.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Oh.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Yo.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
I don't know.
This is 4.
Yeah, this is
No
full.
wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Yeah.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Aw, thank you.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances.
Wah, 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 wah.
Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
We just kind of stack voices in our heads. Okay, let's
As long
go.
as we keep moving.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Aw, poor Broken.
Flawless idea, if you ask me. Such a go-getter attitude.
I know.
Come on, show me something new.
We're fighting her, obviously. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. We're gonna let her stab us, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All of these ideas suck. Think of something better. Taking mental illnesses. Yep, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna try flirting with her. Hey, it doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires. Aww.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
Excuse you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
She skewers you.
Aww.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
Oh, look at her hand. Oh.
I
Oh, it's
thought
just
you
doing
both
all the
understood that
options.
dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Just panic. Flee.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes. We can't give up. Okay, let's go again.
We have too many us's. I know.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Oh, that's the one where we just don't feel.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Oh, she's got so many blades coming out of her
See?
arms now.
We're getting better.
It's kind of crazy.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. None of this is working. Think. She skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need.
Okay.
Then everything goes dark. And you die.
Aw. We died. Again. Chapter 4. Mutually Assured Destruction. Fantastic. We've gone mad.
Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it.
Here is the protagonist cheated as the main character. True.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Ho-ho! What if throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Oh, he's truly broken.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here?
A lot.
Isn't good. This is... Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
I'm smitten.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only... It's fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
I'm sorry, I accidentally skipped
Are you
something.
sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Smitten is the character who's for comical relief. Oh,
Don't
yeah.
care, just want to win. Fine.
Hi.
Make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
Hi, princess.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess
Surprise.
you're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Oh, yeah?
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Yeah!
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just gonna show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Oh, yay!
Do-do.
I'm horrified.
Are you going to say what she does? Oh, do you want me to talk now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
Same.
Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Yeah, what's her new thing? Come on.
Really? Okay then.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh,
Now.
God. I'm scared.
The princess's
Oh, God!
splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. It becomes a wave
Wow.
of blood and viscera, pieces of her
Oh,
splattering
that's really
against the
cool,
walls.
actually.
All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are
Damn.
you ready for what comes next?
What now, Smitten? I know, right? Smitten, you happy?
Holy shit! She's
Oh,
gorgeous.
there we go. He likes it.
Absolutely divine.
He likes it.
Yes! Behold, the perfect woman.
Even Stubborn likes it.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
Contrarian, that's a great idea. Let's throw her out the window.
That looked painful.
Yeah.
How is she still alive?
Her heart, I suppose.
Still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Narrator?
Oh.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Oh, we're back in the original basement. Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Oh. I mean, you weren't taking it seriously before. You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm, free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. Banned everyone. Yep, that's exactly what I did. I banned all my subconsciousnesses. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you survive. We just got master yourself and vanquish a sharp foe. We got an achievement. But neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. I don't know if this is a good ending. Oh. Wow, okay. Achievement noise, yep. You don't get to see each other die. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Oh, there's our weird hand again. I do see some kind of feathery thing. So maybe we do have like a bird face. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh. It's you. Oh, look, it's us. I can't see us very well. But it was us. Careful with the fabric of reality, Garfield. Oh no. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Ooh, some of it shifts differently. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attack the entity, destroy your body. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights, what do you mean? What do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I'm a person. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
I'm like you?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Okay. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Okay, so who's talking to us, I'm assuming, is the hands, and not the princess body. Okay. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
It's true. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Okay. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Interesting. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Depends on the situation. It can. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
I'm just scared that I'll find a way to kill you. How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Okay, make me forget. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite.
Not useful.
The rest will find their own way home.
That was not useful at all. More than you have found, but less than you have to find. I was sent to slay the princess, stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Interesting. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know?
Basically just play the game again. Yeah.
Unilluminated.
Basically. Like, get different endings. Work on that. Oh, I don't know how many different endings there are. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay, how much of will I forget?
everything, until we meet again.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh, that sound. Woo! Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. Hearing the Princess. We got a sharp vessel. Bring the razor full to her.
You're on a path in the woods,
Another one.
And at the
real
end of
Slay
that
the Princess
path
starts here.
is a
You'll know it
cabin.
when you see it.
and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, I guess we gotta try and make different choices and get different endings.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, what should we try and do now? Should we try and save her? Or something like that? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Okay, what's the reward? Can you tell me what prizes are going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it.
Yeah?
It's a special reward.
Oh,
just for
special.
you.
Oh,
But whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
oh, that sounds great. Okay. Maybe consider that maybe I'm okay with the world
Of
ending.
course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Are you sure?
I mean, maybe some people do.
Yeah.
Nihilists, or very, very evil people. But surely you're not one of those, right?
Yeah, I'm not. Don't worry about it. Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the
Spider-Man villain.
rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad,
Does
though,
it?
doesn't it?
Are you a monarchist? Is
Yeah.
slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I mean, some princesses do too. I mean, just because they're a princess doesn't mean they can't, give something of value to society, right? Is she princess of something? That's a good question. I don't know. They won't tell me. They just tell me that she's a princess. That's all. I'll just walk towards the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Yeah.
Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I think I'm gonna go in. I'm not gonna grab the knife, and I'm just gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna see what happens if we don't be threatening towards the princess. Maybe she'll be nice. I don't know. I mean, she only stabbed us because we went to stab her,
The
right?
interior of the cabin is
Have a nice
almost
peaceful
entirely
chat. Exactly.
bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, I just want to enter the basement. I don't need the knife. We're just gonna have a chat. Gonna have a
The door
talk.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Ooh.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
It's interesting to note that she has a much more softer voice now that we don't have the knife with us going down the stairs. Because before she was more abrupt and raspy and stuff, but this time she seems more soft, and that's interesting.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Just checking
You
in on
are?
you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Aww. Don't worry about that. We're here for you.
You walk down
Hi.
the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Just be nice.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Yeah, you're riding on my
Hi.
back. Get off.
Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Yeah, we can do that. Let's do it. I'll see what I can do. Let's come and examine the
Only
chains.
making this more difficult.
Aw,
Thank you. Thank
let's
you.
just be nice to her.
You're making a huge mistake.
Probably, but I just want to see what happens, narrator.
You're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, I didn't see a key, unfortunately.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabinet.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Yeah?
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
No.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Yeah, that's true.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
But who else is here?
Someone else here?
I'm just gonna try
You
the
try
door.
the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Yeah, but, you know, we can't really slay the princess if you left the knife out there, right? Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed
I mean,
to.
if you didn't lock the door on us, maybe we could go back for the blade.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I
Aw.
heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Sorry, magic forces locked the door, yeah. Aw.
She barely
Oh,
hesitates,
Jesus
raising her
Christ.
arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with a determination.
I was not expecting that. Oh my god.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
Yeah.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I want to save the. We've decided we're gonna go complete 180 on what we did before. And we're gonna save this princess. Don't eat yourself. That's a better plan. Yeah, let's save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged,
Yeah, stop
self-inflicted
chewing.
wound on the
I've got it.
princess's arm, just above the unyielding
Oh,
chain
this is-
binding her to this place.
Oof.
You cut into her flesh.
Oh, my little blade is bloody now on my cursor. That's cute.
The blade is sharp, and it takes
Oh.
little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
I mean, how long has she been down here? Enough for dust to settle. She's probably gone crazy. She probably couldn't feel that hand for years anyway. Exactly.
She smiles softly as her gaze
Aw.
meets yours, blood from her wounded
we-
arm dripping
should we
rhythmically
wrap
to
that?
the ground.
We could tear some of your dress off and wrap it up. It'll be good.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
But also, she could just chew her way through her arm. Why hasn't she done so already? Like, there was no blood flow. Yeah.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Oh.
As the princess approaches
No,
the bottom
what are you
stair,
doing?
Your body steps forward and
Narrator?
raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Narrator, what the
Watch
hell?
me.
What are you doing?
No. No. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Yeah, I don't want to do
Your
this.
body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Oh no.
Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
She was also gonna let me out of here alive. Resist.
The blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Her magic force is trying to kill you through my flesh. Yeah, sorry. The narrator's just come over me.
We both know this isn't you.
I know.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm saving the princess.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, is she gonna kill me?
She plunges
Oh.
it into your chest, tearing through
Aw.
flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so
Aw.
sorry.
It's okay, it's not your fault.
Stay strong.
It's the
We can
narrator's
tough it out
fault.
until it's done. For her sake.
Yeah.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture.
I mean, if it stops you.
Literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Aww.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Aww.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
And the fact that she doesn't know how to use a knife, when we know for certain that last time she knew how to use a knife, shows that choices are changing her, and it's weird.
I'm so sorry.
Aww. It's like this is her
One
most true
last
self.
thrust of the knife. Your legs give out beneath you.
Aww.
You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Aww. We affect how she acts, yeah. It's interesting. It's fascinating.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's
Aw.
rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have
Aw.
gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Aww. Chapter 2, The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Is cheated a thing? I mean, I don't think we'll see Voice of Cheated again. At least on this path. I don't know, we'll see.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Like, cheated came about specifically because we stabbed each other. He felt cheated out of killing her and stuff. So we'll see. Oh, you bastard! You're in for it. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
The Smitten.
We're going to save our beloved.
Smitten is
Have to be
back.
Sneaky about it.
Smitten's back. Hi, Smitten.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Yeah, it does make a lot of sense that Smitten's back.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love.
I wouldn't go that
And
far,
the four
Smitten.
of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
The four of us? Wait, Hero, me, Smitten. Who's? Oh, the princess. I say, yeah, and the princess. Four of us. Yep.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Yep.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
I'm just gonna go to the cabin because, like, we gotta let her
A
out.
warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game.
Haha.
It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Oh my
I
god.
think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Yeah.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Haha.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Yeah. Task of saving the princess.
The interior of the cabin is
Ooh.
clean and elegant.
It's so pretty.
Its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner.
Oh.
The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
And a mirror. There's a mirror and some tapestry. We are fixing things. We're
The
gonna
blade
save
is
her.
your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror, take the blade. I'm gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and
Oh.
rub your hand against the cabin wall. I
Aw.
hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I hope one day it actually works.
There was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
That's not the wall. Yeah, I know. That's the tapestry thing that's sitting on the wall. The thing they put on medieval castle walls. It is. We'll just enter the basement. I'm not taking the blade. I'm refusing. Let's play through. We're not taking the blade.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
Ooh.
Gold-trimmed carpet
like it.
glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Why is the fire on? That's a good question.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I don't know. It looks like a nice basement. How recent was this fire put on? Is this near the rack? That's a good
A
question.
soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Yeah, I'm
Her
here.
voice. It's somehow
Hi.
even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Smitten, we're not going to marry her. We're just saving her, okay? Calm down.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
Mm. We aren't.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
I don't know. God, this guy's
Walk down the
insufferable.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Oh, she looks so
There's a
lovely.
heavy chain
That
around
pretty
her
dress.
wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Ma'am, can I have that dress? It looks so pretty and puffy.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my
Steal it
spirit.
close and dip. Thank you.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Aw.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
We're dashing.
And she called us a hero.
I mean, you are the voice of the hero, so you are a hero.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Yes.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yes.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Aw.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Question though. If we are world hopping, because we're dying and the world is ending and we go into another world, why is it that she remembers? That means she's also going to different worlds, right? But why would that be the case? Like, I don't know, narrator. It's kind of
Horrible
weird.
for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to
I mean,
rescue her?
what's the proof that she did end the world?
We never saw a world end.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Not romantic, Smitten. Platonic. Platonic destiny. We're gonna be the best of friends.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Oh, you killed me last time. It hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm sorry about what happened last time. Narrative sent me here to kill you. You know, it took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Aww. Aww. You know, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of that. Because that's a really great screenshot. And this is a great message. Like, you're just doing your best, and that's all that matters. Like, thank you, princess.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Oh, that's a good question, hero.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
You killed me last time. It hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world? What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
But if she can slip her hands out of the cuffs, why hasn't she done so already?
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why?
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Rescue the princess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
Oh, that voice.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings.
Yep.
And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Aww.
Approach the princess and gingerly slide
so pretty.
her hand from her buttons. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Yay, she gets to keep both her hands this time.
I can't believe it. I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
The chains are simply not big enough for her hands. Yeah, you'd think that the people that chained her up down here would have thought of that. Or maybe because she's been down here for a while, she's gotten skinnier and that's why.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
The princess
Aw.
jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
She's there by choice. Ooh. That's an interesting theory.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Yeah.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Yes, the power of love.
What do we do now?
I guess we go. What do you want to do? We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we do next. What do you
Let
want to
me
do?
guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Aw.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. It's the only thing you've ever doubted, the actual truth.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her
Oh.
eyes in deep reflection.
Ooh, hydrate. Thanks, Red. Welcome to the party where we're playing a game called Slay the Princess, but we're saving her, or at least we're trying to. She's very lovely. You know, other than the last time where she stabbed us to death multiple times, it was great. It is a bit of a horror game. Just warning. Everyone is bloody insane. It's true.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. Must be something you
I
want.
just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
The music's going weird.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
It's more gore than horror, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, it is a type of horror. But what would make you
I
happy?
just want to make you happy.
Why is she getting simplified? She's getting more and more simplified.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
You need your own thing. You just met me. We can't base our entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Oh my god! What's going on?
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
Oh, this is going weird.
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Oh, you make me unhappy. Oh my god. You have to want something more than just just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Oh.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now?
And they lived happily ever
Well, we're the
after. It's
only
all
ones
she
here.
wanted. Oh, she's being taken again. Oh, there she goes. I think we found a second ending. You don't get a chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Well, that's a record for least voices. Yeah, we just got smitten. Of course you're scared, but this is the end for you. But it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
Aw, approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Signs as you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown. You've grown? What does that even mean? God, I mischeated. I wonder if we'll see him again. It'll be cool. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. Are you saying being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Oh! Is it actually gonna stop me from doing things that I've done before? That's interesting. We haven't actually tried to do something similar before, so I haven't noticed. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? You've been kind to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Aw. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closed around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now. inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
I really like the fact that I can't do things that I've done before though, because it makes it easier instead of accidentally doing the same thing. So that's cool. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
It's true.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no
Okay.
wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and you are something more than that, too. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Okay. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Interesting. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Ooh. Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Okay. An idolized vessel. Bring the deconstructed damsel
You're
to
on
her.
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to slay
no.
her. If you don't,
I'm gonna click the skip button, because we've watched this multiple times now. I wonder what he'll say if we say, "Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la revolution!"
that's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Click the skip button, proceed into the cabin. Okay.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Take the blade, but don't kill. Okay, we'll do
The
that.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, we'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay, into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay, what should we say? Hi, just checking on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs. Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Okay, so she says something similar. Hi.
Walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Okay.
And
Focusing.
there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No, we're actually not here to kill you. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me now. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. What? No way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's
I'ma drop
fine.
it.
We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
We're gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clap.
Though I am tempted to just have a glaring contest at her again. Well, squinty eye contest. We just squinted at each other for ages. It was great. I had fun.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Yeah.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
It is. It is. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I have my reasons. Do you think I'd just come here to kill someone without even knowing why? That'd be ridiculous. You know why I'm here to kill you? You're supposed to end the world. I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
It's true. How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there. What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
I mean, we could. We did it last time.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Oh, yeah, she is.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay. We've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yeah, we're gonna try and
You know why you're here.
do something. Okay, so if we're not wanting to slay the princess at this point, we've got getting you out of here, or we have I'm going to keep you locked away down here at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do, and keep her locked away. So should we examine the chains or keep her locked away? Those are our options right now. Those are probably two different paths that end in different ways. Oh yeah, definitely. We'll definitely do both at some point. Examine the chains? Okay, we'll go down that path.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
But what if it is? What if it is just up there? I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
Yep. I'll be
You
back.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
He's doing it
You hear
again.
the click of a lock sliding into place.
At least we have the knife downstairs
Someone
this
else
time.
here.
Is this just the last ending we did, but with the mean princess? I don't know. I mean, we took the blade down, so we have the blade instead of him giving us the blade. It might be very similar.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
I'm expecting this is going to go very
You're
differently.
Here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Just
I'll
checking.
repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
I'm probably getting stabbed either way. Oh yeah, definitely.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Oh, she's just direct to the point.
You
At least she's not
won't
trying to
like
bite through
what
her hand
happens
like the
if
other
you
one.
do that.
Okay. What should we do then? Should we save the princess or slay the princess? Either way will be something new. Oh, stretching. I mean, we did decide we're gonna take the knife and not kill her. So, yeah, let's try and save her.
Against your better judgment, place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Oh,
You cut into her flesh.
yep.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Hi.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach locked on.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your
Oh,
body
it is
steps
very
forward
similar to
and
the last
raises
one.
the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Ooh. Should we warn her? Or should we give in? I mean, no. We decided we were trying to save her, right? So let's warn her.
Stop that.
We'll
I
just
thought this
keep
was
going.
a little too easy.
Oh,
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
okay. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you?
Yes.
I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yes.
I'll make this quick.
Oh, and she's.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Oh yeah, you will.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
I mean, at least she did it nicely, compared to
Her
the
face
nice
remains
princess who just
unchanged as she
freaking
watches you collapse to the
stabbed
ground,
us multiple times.
blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Thank you.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Okay. Chapter 2, The Prisoner. Ooh. I wonder if Smitten will be back.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Though I'm starting to wonder if each of the voices are like a different ending kind of thing. Because like Cheated was in charge of the first ending. Smitten was in charge of the second ending we got. I wonder who we'll get this time. Okay, no.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. Don't forget what he did to us the last time.
Skeptic.
around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Got the skeptic. Okay.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this didn't really happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? There's no point asking him that. He never answers properly. Let's just proceed.
A warning.
Okay. We'll
before
see you
go
soon,
any
Pika.
further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink. Oh, wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't.
Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Proceed into the cabin. A wunk.
The interior of the
Ooh.
cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, didn't say anything about mirror on the wall.
Definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should.
There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
I think you know what we have to do.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at it myself. I want to see how handsome I am. It doesn't matter. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
I'm gonna keep approaching the
This
mirror.
really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Okay, ooh. No mirror. Yep. Oh, so should we take the blade or into the basement? What do you guys think? Any opinions? We're definitely on a new path now. We can do whatever we like. Happens if we don't take the blade? That's a good question. We took the blade first, and now we're not going to take the blade, and we'll just enter the
I'm
basement.
afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade.
Oh!
We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Okay,
Are
skeptic.
you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
Yes, I'm sure.
Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world.
Okay, I'm trusting you.
Okay, hey, don't I get to say in here what's the big idea? Take the blade. Don't I get a
Normally,
say?
yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Wonderful.
Okay.
You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
That's true.
No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Moving on. Ooh, torches on the walls.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I'm gonna go a little bit more in the shadows now. Got called to play video games. Okay, you have fun, Pika.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear?
Yep. Hi.
Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down
Oh,
the stairs and lock eyes with
wow.
the princess.
That's a lot more
She looks
chains.
up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Oof. Also, her crown is different, which is kind of cool.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall?
Yeah.
Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yeah, unless it's supposed to go around her waist or something, but that doesn't make sense with how short it is.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat?
Okay.
The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Oh, we're gonna chat? Not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her there. Leave the princess in the basement. Sit with her or slay the princess. I'm gonna sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okay.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor,
Yep.
still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions, what do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? The other chain on the wall, who was it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that. Bye. Leave the princess in the basement or slay the princess. The other chain on the wall, who was it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
I could try it on.
Maybe it'll fit.
Oh.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
But what if it fits? Speak the shackle. You're asking about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Sure.
Unless she really could survive.
Kinky. Oh, Red.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that?
Yes.
I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Aww.
That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
Aww.
Get it? It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it?
To know that you might not be the first version of yourself.
Hmm.
At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Yeah, hero, yeah, you can remember a little bit what happened before.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Ooh.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Yeah, sorry about that, princess. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Interesting.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
What about a
I
knife?
guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head is in a shackle too? What would you have me do? Yeah, your head is in a shackle.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
Okay.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
Fetch him, bud. Good boy. Hi, bud.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
It's possible.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
I think the killing me should be the most important one in that situation.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her.
Yeah.
Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Yeah. Inspect the shackle. I'm not giving you a weapon. Realize I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right? I'm not giving you a weapon in case you've gone, you killed me with it last time and cut you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. Okay, I'm trusting you. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon. Deal with it. Cut her out on your own. I think I'm just going to leave you here. Actually, you're not much of a threat. Let's see. You realize I have as much a reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right?
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
Okay, I'm going to trust her. That's what I'm going to do.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over
Yeah.
to the world-ending princess.
Oh no, she's the one
Do
ending
you
the
come
world.
with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
Oh, already tried to take over, buddy.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
A little. I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The
Yeah.
princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
For anyone who's squeamish, I'm sure something squeamishy is coming up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her head,
Oh god.
smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat.
She's actually gonna do it.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No.
Aww. Look
You
away.
Close your eyes.
I don't want to
That
see.
doesn't stop you from hearing every grisly detail.
Yeah,
The
I'm not
splitting of
looking.
skin, the wet mulching of severed veins, the grinding of metal against bone. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play.
Killing herself?
We don't know that she's dead yet, and we're not even watching it happen. She could just be faking those sounds.
And then, finally, you hear a snap.
Oh, I don't like the
Uneasy
sounds.
silence. There is a slow and fleshy tear. Hard to fake that.
Oh,
This is worse than watching.
And yet our eyes are still closed.
I just didn't want to see her, okay?
Finally, there's the soft thud of something
Oh.
roughly head-sized bouncing against the floor, and the clattering of chains as they drop along with it. I think you can open your eyes now.
Oh god. Oh god, I don't want to see. Oh
No.
god.
Oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The
Oh.
princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Oh
Are you sure
god.
she's not winking at us?
Obviously not. She is thoroughly deceased.
But how did she end up doing the entire thing if
I
she died?
This. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
We should take her with us, don't you think?
What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that?
I mean, what's the problem with taking her body with us?
I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy,
Yep.
proof of our victory.
Yep.
Hell, we could even give her a proper burial.
Yes.
She did save the world, right?
Yeah.
You don't need proof. You don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave.
Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them.
I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things. The danger has passed. You can relax.
I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us. So can we leave already?
Should we take the princess with us? I do agree with Skeptic that we should give her a proper burial, right? I'll take her with us.
Ugh, fine.
Ugh.
You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the
We're not
first
taking the
floor of
body, just the head.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Okay. Let's
Open the
leave.
cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Talking heads, free a prisoner.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
Oh, he just fades out.
Over?
Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm
Aw.
glad I was right to trust you.
Oh, she trusted us. That's so sweet.
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Oh, and she's taken again. Oof. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared, but this is not the end. But this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. Yeah, I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
If you say so, we'll trust you.
Don't worry, Hera.
Feels too good to be true.
Approach the mirror. Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. Oh, what is going on there? You've withered. Ah. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Does that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion, one way or another, on the matter. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me, I hate it, and I think I hate you. I just want it all to
It
stop.
will, in time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done. Know that I hold no malice for you.
You can't be a contradiction. How can you be a contradiction? What do you think of this vessel? Yeah, what do you think of this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Interesting. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we're finished? Do you still not care what I bring you next? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Have you figured out what you want when we're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Okay, how many more vessels do I need?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. It may be this way. True. Bring the prisoner's head to her. A gracious vessel. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path...
Skip. Okay, What if we just turn around and leave? What if we just go? What if we blitz? Like, what happens?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yeah.
Do you even know where you're going?
No. Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin, I'll slay the princess. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her, but maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. I mean, we have definitely killed her before. Once. Hydrate him. Jackbats. Okay, shortly. I ran away to get drink, but accidentally hung out the washing. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Ugh. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going, the cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Which one should we pick? We'll go give Jack his pets. And then we'll pick something. Okay. I don't know how much you'll hear the fan, but I just turned the fan on for Jack to keep him cool. Okay, let's see. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yes, I do.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part.
I'm assuming they're gonna force us to the cabin anyway.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
Oh, the sound cut out again. I don't know why it does that every so often. Like, there's nothing in here that I can do about it. I should probably save as well. Waiting for the sound to come back. You gonna come back, sound? I don't know why you disappear sometimes. Oh, it's back. Cool. Okay, I'm not killing a princess. Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into this. Quietly continue down the path. Quietly continue down the path.
Is deafening.
Yep. I'm just gonna keep walking away. Let's go.
You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Yeah, there's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Fine. Oh yeah, well, I guess I start walking a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness and find a way out of
There's
this
always
place.
a choice.
Let's go.
Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Let's go.
And here we go.
Oh,
As you
look.
trudge into the woods,
There's the
something
cabin again.
strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus
Oh.
on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Interesting.
In every
Oh.
direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
That's really cool.
Wait, what's going on?
Well, the music's going funky.
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility
Yeah.
because you care more about irritating me
Yes.
than you do about the fate of the world.
You got it spot on there. I'm just here to irritate you.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Yay! Chapter 2, The Stranger. I like how this is an ending. I can just
You're
leave.
on a path in the woods.
Oh, look at
And
that.
at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a sense deja vu. Wait, hasn't started heaven? Okay, no, you aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? Oh, you bastard, you're in on it. I'm wise to your tricks. But I died. The whole world. But I didn't die. I just vanished. Those walls weren't here but last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin. Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay the princess. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin, slowly proceed to the cabin. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm staying here in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever. Let's stay in the woods
You are
forever.
committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Okay, hands, I guess. Those walls weren't here.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking.
The Contrarian!
Active audience.
Hey,
He
Contrarian.
might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. Heading to the cabin now. I'm definitely gonna
You know
slay
I
that
can tell when
princess.
you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Oh,
A
jeez.
warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Yep.
Don't believe a word she says.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Okay. I guess we're finally going in.
The cabin interior is
Oh.
wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all
Oh.
projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there,
Huh.
such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
That's kind of cool.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths.
Yeah.
Its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window.
Yeah, throw it
What
out
is
the
a
window.
knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Oh, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Yeah.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin.
But we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Sure.
Okay, I'm fine.
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Okay. We'll approach the mirror, as we do every
Walk up
time.
to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward
But
and
it's
rub
gone.
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. There was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Okay. Ooh, should we take the blade or into the basement without it? Oh. Ooh. I'm gonna assume that these are both gonna be paths. I'm just gonna enter the basement. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's leave the knife.
The door to the
Oh,
basement
wow.
creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once.
Ugh.
An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Kind of reminds me of something I read recently of someone saying, oh, if you mix these two things together, it tastes. Can't tell you what taste it is, but definitely tastes.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags
Oh, I
up the
can't wait to hear her
stairs.
voice.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Oh.
No, thank you.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. But whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
Yep.
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success?
There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Yay. Ooh, take the harsh steps to the left, take the center staircase, or take the soft stairs to the right. Ooh, I do like some soft stairs. I'm gonna take the soft stairs.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet.
Yeah,
The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down,
nice.
like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern you might slip or tumble or lose your way. But the further you go,
Ooh.
the deeper you sink in.
Ooh.
First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. Soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight.
Oh no, it's too soft.
Softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
Oh.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Oh, I like these sketches.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish,
Oh.
until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Oh, that's so cool.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing,
Oh,
pain and unfamiliarity.
Are those like the different endings?
At the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Oh.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. Princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here? You're apparently a threat to the world. I sent here to slay you. What's your name?
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
Princess.
That scared me.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Oh.
We can do that?
Wow.
Like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
I know, right?
Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left. Until? It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
There's more of you now. Getting down here was weird.
I
think
don't know
it
what
was
happened
weird.
to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
Aw.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
So many different voices. There's more of you now.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which
This
is
is
why
so
you
cool.
need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? could always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Okay, for all I know, you lost out here. Retrieve the blade. Currently throughout the world, I'm here to slay you. Do you know why you're down here?
I don't know why I'm here, but there has to be a reason, right? You don't just lock a princess away in a place like this without a reason. I wish I knew what it was. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
Oh.
Boy, we both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place,
That
I'm going
glass
to
shower
end
is
the
so
entire
loud.
world.
Oh.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Okay, I guess we gotta retrieve the blade.
That's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Ooh.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable
It's like
mess.
everything's happening at once.
But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world, the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
Nope.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others,
They just don't fit. They just don't fit.
we can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
Oh, this is so cool.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's gonna be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No, you just destroyed anything. I'm not gonna fix you. It's gonna be okay. And she's taken. Okay, another body for the hands. The illusion of choice, when everything is possible, nothing is. But you never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's just gonna be okay. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad.
Yeah, it's okay.
Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that. Okay.
It's not the end. Whatever's the end is going to be okay. It's going to be nice. Oh, and the sound went again. Okay, if you say so, we'll trust you. I don't know why the sound keeps disappearing. It only happens for a short time, and then it returns again. Or if anyone else is having the same issue. There it is. Sound cuts out. Audio bug. Let's see. I've recently gotten back into the game. I've noticed that the sound fluctuates quite often when playing, say about 30-40 seconds. Sometimes it'll sound crisp, but playing the next it just cuts out or becomes muffled. I don't know about that. I don't know. It's weird.
You're not messing with us, right?
Okay, approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Sounds as you reach forward. They've gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The remains you have unraveled. Ooh. We're like just basically skin and bone in there. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think that there are people out there? Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? Do you have thoughts on this vessel? Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? How many vessels do I need to bring you? If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to ask about the narrator.
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Maybe. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Do you think there are people out there? Do you think that anything is real? Yeah, do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction.
Mm-hmm.
A winding kaleidoscope of paths and walls. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Ooh. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
True. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One.
Just one?
Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular.
Ooh.
A final multitude.
So we've got to pick one last path to take. If this is the last time, is there anything you'd like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Huh. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Okay.
I will be here, waiting for you.
I am very interested to see how this game ends. A spiral vessel. Bring the stranger to her.
You're on a path in the wood.
Okay. Silently continue the cabin.
You make your way up the...
Skip that. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Skip that. If I'm going to bring her one more, I want to bring her another one where we don't take the knife down. We're just gonna go down.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Okay. Here. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Yep, hi.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
I didn't.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Okay. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Because I don't think we talked to her last time. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Okay.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Princess. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
I thought it was relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Going to keep you locked away here. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. It doesn't add up. Go back upstairs. Wait, I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Yeah, I can't believe they've been keeping you down here.
Only making this more difficult.
Yep. I'm gonna do this again.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall.
Wonder what kind of other path we'll find doing this.
They're large and heavy. Far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them up.
Okay, we can skip this bit. I'm gonna go check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Of course.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but...
Skip that.
You
Try the door. Skip that.
Your shouts and...
Okay, we can skip that too. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have...
Oh. This goes the same. Okay. Save the princess. Skip again. Approach the locked door. Skip again. We can't warn her this time. Oh.
Okay, there's no going back now.
We can't warn her.
With you to the end.
Okay.
You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's
Aww.
fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together.
Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
She has such sharp teeth.
Not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch. Ooh, another ending. Let's go.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Opportunist, hi. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots.
This is
the
cool.
walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I want to approach the mirror.
You walk
like
up
we've
to the
done
wall
every
next
time.
to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Okay, we've listened to that before. Wipe it clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope
Okay.
you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Okay, I guess the opportunist didn't have anything to say about the mirror. Okay, take the blade or into the basement. Just entering the
blade.
basement.
I hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Yeah. I'm just still not going down with the blade. Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Oh, I full skitters.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come
Ooh.
on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
Down we go.
Thank you.
Oh.
You descend the basement steps, entering the
Oh, she's got a
dark
tail.
room below.
And little pointed ears, I think, as well. Oh, that's so cool.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Yeah, we kind of do.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You've already been here, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
True. Yeah, yeah.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Look at her little mouth. I'm sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes. I get the sense that you're not happy with me. I'm unarmed. That suggests your goodwill. Won't we talk it out? Look, I know things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. Can't you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out here? I don't trust you, not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye. Leave her in the basement. Get a sense that you're not happy with me. I'm sorry about last time.
Smart. Let's apologize.
Yeah.
Get us back on the right foot.
Yeah, let's apologize.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. Well, if you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Okay. Neither of us are gonna get anywhere if we can't trust each other unless you want to fight. I don't want to fight. Let's see. I think we should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Okay.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Yep.
We should take it. Do
Yep.
you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
Okay.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... a woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
No. I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one
Dad.
cautious step at a time until you
Dad,
and she
stop
are face to
scratching.
face.
Jack, stop. Yeah. Stop doing that if you're gonna hurt yourself, mister. Mr. Whiner. Oh my god. Yeah, you lick that foot.
She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves
I really like a
face
tail.
to face.
It makes me think of I can't remember what they're called now.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
I'm gonna I'll just follow her lead. I'll go first. I'm okay.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
Let's
you
go.
step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you.
Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea.
Oh, opportunist is
Sneak in
being
and
smart.
attack if we're facing her.
No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
True.
But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach.
Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots.
But why would
till
she do
finally
that?
You both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
It was in her nature.
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realise that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken.
Oh, brutal.
One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several.
You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that?
Yeah, that's a good question. Why?
What I would have done if you considered not being like that. Of course not. It's what keeps us alive.
Because she said she needed us to get out. She said that I'm the one that they let come and go.
And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
I helped you, and then I was made to stab you. That was it. I can't get up. You broke my back. What the hell was that for? I was trying to help you get out, help you out of here. We're never going to get up those stairs, were we? We could have gotten out of here if we just trusted each other. Say nothing. We couldn't go out of here if we just trusted each other.
Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled my blood. And knowing that, you should never have trusted me either. You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you. By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
Damn.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us.
Aww.
Then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that.
And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she
Yep.
would have gotten to the blade first.
Yep.
Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Of course.
The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Ooh, she's broken too.
Whoa! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait,
Yep.
are we both just stuck here?
Yep.
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. Look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. World could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Hands is coming to claim her body. Off she goes. Okay. The final vessel. Delivered. But you don't get the chance to respond. Nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. It's okay, hero. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Yeah.
If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Oh, I see like a bird. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and you see it, a figure, faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. It's like a Ravenbeak. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh, the narrator. Crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass in two. And another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me, or are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? I wasn't supposed to see all of this, was I? What is this place? Where are we? Destroy the mirror. Okay, a bunch of questions to ask. Ah. I want to ask about... So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Oh. Oh, I see about each question breaking a piece of him. We only have a select amount of questions we can ask. Okay. Every time I ask you something, I'm sorry, it doesn't... I want to ask if he's the same narrator. I thought it was down here. I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you
I'm
breaks.
aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask. So do you know about the looping? So many of the times I met you, you denied it as being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them were right and which of them were wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Okay. Do you have anything to say for yourself or this hubris? After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? So many questions for you. Does it hurt when a piece of you break? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. I'll help if I look away or stop asking questions. You're part of me. I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? People out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do for them? What is my true identity? Yeah.
You're the Long Quiet.
The Long Quiet.
The god I made to rid the world of death.
A god? To rid the world of death? What does that mean? How am I supposed to get to rid the world of
By
death?
slaying the princess. Once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. Forever.
Interesting. God, I always knew I was special. What's down here? Why would you want to get rid of the world of death? Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times. But why would you want to get rid of the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
Okay. Who cares about dying? I'm pretty sure death is good, actually, important even. Was the princess, did you make her too? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? I'm guessing she's deaf, but we'll ask.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change.
Okay.
She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
Yeah. Okay. If you made us, then I want you to know that this has been torture. After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her? Does anyone else know about this? Does anyone know about that? I don't want to be a god. I want to be me. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces? Sorry, I don't want to hurt you. Are you a part of me, or are you something else? Why couldn't you have told me all this from the start? I would have helped to destroy her. She's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be. Can't I just will her into something small? You god, or were you a god? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? How did you die? Why did you make her a princess? That's a good question. Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept? What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone? There's so many good questions. But yeah, why is she a princess? Where was that? Why did you make her a princess?
I didn't make her a princess, but I wove the idea of her into something your scattered mind could fathom. You chose for that something to be a princess.
Interesting. So my brain made her into a princess. Oh, so many questions to ask. I'm pretty sure death is good.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die.
So he's just answering the
can't.
same thing he did before. Okay. Oh, run out of questions. Just got an achievement. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this. Say nothing and watch him end. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Yeah, I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good.
There's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away.
Interesting. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right, you are the Long Quiet. A vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. Untrusting vessel, bring the witch to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means. What happens now? Did you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play.
From one into two?
I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Spun us from one into two, as if we were both the same being before.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions. I need more answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what road I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? There's meant to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point. Slay the princess, slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. And so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Okay, if you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Oh. Oh!
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Huh. If there are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there is no difference between growth and decay. I've already come so far. What more is there left for me to see? With time, we could have been better. I won't engage with the violence. Remain silent. I won't engage with the violence.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
Oh.
Finances mob you. There is no beginning to them, nor is there an end. There is only the flood of bodies. At every moment you hold every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. And in the end, you returned it to me. For a brief moment, you were everything. A chaos that needed ordering. But without chaos, there is no reason.
This is so cool. I couldn't understand you then, but I think I understand you now. You seemed in pain. I'm sorry for what I did to you, but it was the only thing I could do. Doesn't matter how I feel, death, suffering, and oblivion shouldn't fall on others. If we are able to transcend death, then we are responsible for those it holds captive. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Stop the fight early and surrender. You seemed in pain. I'm sorry for what I did to you.
I saw with a single pair of eyes what I needed dozens to comprehend. And now here we are, each with millions of eyes, and all of them opening to what we are.
Oh, it's the next princess.
To question everything is to deny proof of the reality that lies in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you did not live alone. You found me, and we held trust in each other for no reason than to believe in something that wasn't us. Cold skepticism turned to liberation, but it required a journey to blossom. Though you have blossomed, do you have no more journeys left to make? What of those in the spaces beyond? Would you erase the path ahead to hold everyone still?
Path is just a metaphor. I want to protect them. I don't want to keep anyone still. What does the path matter if it always ends? It doesn't matter how I feel. Death, suffering, and oblivion should fall on us. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I don't want to keep anyone still.
Nor should you. Nor should I. Our purpose is to be and to experience.
Yeah.
And their purpose is the same.
Oh, here comes her.
Starts to sink into your body. And another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go?
Aww.
Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me. You sought the truth then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp?
I desire to hide, but the truth can be better. If destroying you is what it takes, so be it. I don't want to hide the truth. It doesn't matter how I feel. I get it, there's no need for us to continue going. No desire to hide, but the truth can be better. I don't want to hide from the truth. I don't want to hide from the truth.
Then don't.
I could just accept it, but I want to see what they say about each of the princesses showing up.
Leave with me. There's no need for you to fight what we are.
Alrighty, I want to leave with you. Stop the fight early and surrender. I won't leave with you until you see things from my perspective. Okay, I'm ready. I want to leave with you. Through conflict, we carve meaning.
To hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Okay. Free yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in an agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Aw. Take her hand. Aw. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Oh. Oh, it's grass. You're free. And she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no worlds, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contain 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been and just as you will always be. Through conflict in your nature, the two of you will never be alone and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. There are no endings, only new beginnings. I was cool. I really liked that. And that was one of the many endings we could have gotten. Oh, I like that a lot. I definitely not where I thought it would go. Thank you for the hydrate. But I really liked it. I don't know if I'll play it on stream again. It's possible. But you know, if people want me to play it on stream again, I possibly will. Our song, Finish the Game, the good ending doesn't count. Which means we didn't get the good ending, whatever that is. But I'm at least going to try and get the rest of the endings, like, on my own. It's definitely a thing. Thank you for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by pressing H. Oh yeah, so this is I'm assuming this is the order of the songs that went in for how it went for me. So if I want to listen to the order of my playthrough, I can go with that. That's cool. Join the Discord, join our mailing list, join the subreddit, follow us somewhere else, make your playlist, play our other game, return to the main menu. Okay. I really like this game. But yeah, I'm interested in finding out the other endings. Let me know, guys, if you want me to play it again in the future, because we could do another playthrough on stream. But yeah, I really had fun with this. I'm glad that I ended up getting it for stream, because I thought it was really fun. Oh, it's so fascinating. And I didn't get any of the ending, well, any of the princesses that I saw other people, well, one other person get, because I only watched one person play this before I played it, and they didn't get all the way to the ending in their video that I watched. They just did one of the princesses, and then I made sure I didn't get the same princess. I didn't know how much further the game would go, or if we had to get every single ending, because I thought we might, or every single princess, because that's what I thought at first, but no, it was about 5 princesses or something like that you get, which was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that a lot. I'm very much interested to find out how other things go. But yeah, I hope everyone else had a great time today. I know we did something different than normal, but I really wanted to play this game before I watched more of other people playing it, because I wanted to try and experience it for myself first. So I was like, this seems cool. This seems really cool. And yeah, it's more of a horror-ish game, but I wanted to play it anyway, even if it was in October. But yeah, but we'll finish up here. We'll be back tomorrow with some Palia. More of a chill thing. It's cute. It is a cute game, isn't it? I really love the art style to this. Like, the whole, like, sketchy pencil on paper artwork to this game. It's so cool. I really love it. It's really unique, and I really like it. Apparently the other game, Scarlet Hollow, is pretty good. I don't know if I'll check that out on stream at any point, if I'll check it out at all, but apparently it's pretty good as well. For anyone else who is interested and might want to look at that. Apparently that's a pretty good game. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up here though for the day. But we will definitely be back with Palia tomorrow. Show off our wonderful beard. We'll go collect some star stones for the new update. I think that would be cool. Try and get some of the star stones that I'm missing. And yeah. So we'll do that tomorrow, and then I'll figure something out for our 3rd day of stream. And just, yeah, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. And yeah. Until next time, I hope you guys look after yourselves, because you're all important. And thank you so much for stopping by. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, guys.